What's up, Sarsaparillas? It's your girl Sassy J, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, guys. It is time for another Love Island review. Yes, guys, and I believe we're on episode 13. Yes, so guys, before I get into the video, I'm just gonna ask you guys to give the video a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Guys, listen, with these 4 new bombshells coming in, I feel like tomorrow's episode is going to be a little bit lit, because from the previews, people are about to risk it all. Do you see how people are different when they're out of sight? Do you see what I'm saying? I'm excited because Dijon looks like he's about to make Megan sweat. Ramel switching up so quickly, so Alima looks like she's about to be forgotten. Do you know what I'm saying? And finally, Eleanor looks like she's about to, you know, kind of put Harry off the brain for a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Who was the other person? I can't even remember who it was. So it's Emily. Yes. Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I feel like with the whole Emily, Connor, and Megan situation, here's what I think, right? I feel like Megan wants Connor, but she just doesn't want to hurt Tommy's feelings. She doesn't want to do that, but she wants Connor. And it's annoying that she keeps going back to Tommy to tell him certain things to make it look like Connor wants her more than she wants Connor. Because everybody knows that Megan wants Connor as well. Do you see what I'm saying? Because they've been flirting both ways. It's not just the one way. And she would have upped to choose Connor if she wasn't scared about, you know, what people would think or would say. I think that she would. The difference between her and Connor is Connor will take risks. I do believe that if Connor was the person choosing, he would have gone for Megan. And I believe as well that Megan would have liked that. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I think. I feel like she's just trying to pretend. Do you know what I'm saying? She's trying to pretend like she's, you know, like Tommy is a priority. It's not really. Do you know what I mean? Because if you don't have sexual chemistry with somebody, it's not gonna work. Let's forget about it. Okay, let's forget about it. I feel bad for Emily in the sense where I feel like, and this is what I think is gonna happen. I feel like Emily's gonna start getting some attention, and then Connor is gonna low key think, do you know what I mean? Because I feel like even though Connor wants Megan, I feel like at the back of his head, because he does like Emily, it's like he kind of not really want anyone to go near her. Because if you could see, like, at one point, he was like, he was pushing her to get to know somebody in one sense. But then at the same time, he's asking her, do you know what I'm saying? Would you be open to get to know somebody? Oh, I've never experienced it. I've never been tested like that. So I feel like low-key, he doesn't. And even just when she was chosen, you know, his face, because he keeps saying that she's my priority. Emily's not his priority. If Emily was his priority, he would have not said he would have chosen Megan. And those are the facts. Do you know what I'm saying? We see where Tommy pulled Emily for a chat. I just think, you know, I don't think obviously Emily's a good looking girl, but I don't think he necessarily wants to pull Emily for a chat. I think he's just saying, you know what, I'ma just do it because Connor is cracking on with Megan and Megan is open. So I'm gonna try and see what's out there, especially because Emily did say that if she weren't in a couple, it would have been her. But remember, initially, when he was asked the same thing, he chose Shakira. So I feel like he's just gone to have the chat with Emily because it's kind of like an easy route for him to go for, but necessarily he's not really wanting to because Megan is his priority, right? Let's talk about Harry, because Harry's confused, and I'm just like confused.com. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I do think that Harry and Helena, they have such good chemistry, and I feel like they bounce off each other. Do you know what I'm saying? But Harry keeps contradicting himself, and I just cannot be bothered with it, because at the end of the day, if he's confused with his feelings, he's just gonna go and confuse everybody else. Because right now, honey, I'm confused. What do you want, Harry? Do you know what I'm saying? He was even shedding a little tear. Do you know what I mean? Shedding a little tear. But at the end of the day, you can't have your cake and eat it. Do you know what I'm saying? I understand self-sabotage, and he's saying he feels like he's self-sabotaging because he's never like felt this way. Do you know what I mean? And he felt like it was too good to be true. Listen, I'm not gonna judge a too good to be true situation because I self-sabotage all the freaking time. I do. I do. I self-sabotage. I'm fully aware of it because I'm self-aware. So I understand it. And I know sometimes when things are going good, I used to find reasons. And maybe that's what he's doing. But at the same time, Love Island is not the place for it. It's not the place for it. And I feel bad because you could tell that Helena really likes him. And I just think that if he really wants Helena, he needs to like focus on Helena. But knowing Harry, the 2 new Bombshells gonna come and he probably just turn his eyes from Shakira and probably forget about Helena. Do you know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what? I don't think he's going to forget about Helena so soon. You know why? Because there's a new person coming in and he's showing interest so far by basically like requesting for her to come and do the overnight stay. Because I didn't realize until the ending they're staying overnight. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like with him seeing Helena getting some attention, he's going to want to crawl back in. And Helena, because you can't just turn on and off your affection. So she's going to fall right back into that. What I don't like is the fact that he said to Shakira, you know, had it been you, I would have not done the things that I did. Now, he's saying to Dee and he's saying to Helena that he self-sabotaged because it was too good to be true, right? For me, that's not what he told Shakira. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like with Harry. He will say things and it's just so questionable. And I'm like, what is it you want? What is the truth? Who is the real Harry? Who is Harry? Do you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with the situation. So I'm just like, I'm confused with that. For me personally though, I feel like his eyes might go to the left when the new people come in. I feel like it might. Let's talk about Ben and Yasmin. I'm not gonna lie. Poor Ben. Like, let me tell you something. Being handsome and being good looking is one thing, but you really need to have something else to go with it. Bless him. He was just like, he didn't know what demeanor was. But actually, he kind of got it right when he did ask and say, you know, he did ask her and try to give his own definition of what he think it might be. And he was correct. But just the look on Jasmine's face, and I don't think, you know what, I don't see it. I'm not gonna lie, I do not see any chemistry between Yasmin, I keep saying Jasmine, between Yasmin and Ben. And I feel like it's only a matter of minutes before that crash and burn, because it will. Do you know what I'm saying? It will. Because it's just me watching them, him talking about the massage and him saying, oh, go deeper. And I'm just like, you know, we can talk about a lot of stuff without going into a sexual kind of like pathway. Like, because we can find other things to talk about. And that's what is very important, because you need to be able to hold many different types of conversation. And if you can't, that's a turn off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't feel like that's gonna go anywhere. I honestly don't feel like it's gonna go anywhere. What I will say, I saw the conversation with Shakira and Harrison. Harrison wants Shakira. That's the issue. But he's not gonna wanna like pursue it like that quite openly, because she's friends with Tony. Now, I could tell that she likes Harrison as well. Shakira likes Harrison. From the moment he came in, that's when she started to switch up with Ben. Do you know what I'm saying? So she likes him, but I think the whole situation, Tony being one of her closest friends in there, because she was trying to kind of warn him off for a little bit, but then when he said what he said, you see, it was all teeth on decks. You know what I'm saying? So she was giggling, it was a broader smile. I do think that she would have been open, but she's going to be scared because Tony's her friend. Do you know what I'm saying? But, you know, she can look at it the same way that she's looking at the whole Helena and Harry thing, because she said what she had Harry first and Helena did it to her first. So technically, Tony did steal Ben, so why can't she steal Harrison? I don't know, but I honestly feel like he's really into her. I've always felt that. But the whole situation, just him making the joke and saying, I'm joking. You're not joking, Harrison. You're not. But I understand why he would say that, because he probably don't want the heat coming back, especially because it's Tony and Shakira. And whatever he's thinking, if he tells Shakira, it might come back to Tony, and that might bring him some heat that he probably doesn't want. I can still hear him trying to dig himself out of the whole comment about saying who had the best chats with or whatever. He's trying to make excuses and trying to sell that story, but we won't buy it, because realistically, yeah, we won't buy that one. You were trying to, like, you know, you were trying to play a little game there with the girls, and you weren't being honest. That's really what it is. Is there anything else? Oh, I was actually quite surprised. Not surprised, but I was actually, you know, when Shay and Connor was standing there, I actually thought that Helena was going to choose Connor, mainly because I thought to myself, you know, she did think Connor was good looking, but I think the reason why she didn't do it is because of Emily. And the reason why I thought she was going to choose them as well, because she said Shay was boring, right? I don't think he stands a chance, Shay. I think if this new boy doesn't work out, the only other boy in the villa apart from Harry she would have like entertained was Harrison. And I honestly don't think that Helena is wanting to entertain anybody else apart from Harry. I feel like, you know, I have this feeling that they're probably going to end up right back there. But if they do, I hope for her own sake that he just knows what he wants, because that man is confused as hell. He's confused as hell. But guys, I'm excited about tomorrow because I want to know how it goes. I want to see if there's going to be a little twist where, you know, the night is going to be exposed. I'm wondering. I think there might be a little bit of twist in it, but we'll have to wait till tomorrow to see. But I will say that you can see the cracks already, because like I said, out of sight, out of mind. So let's see how that's gonna work out for tomorrow. But anyways, guys, I think that is it. That's all I have to give. I hope I haven't missed out on anything else, but I think that's it. But anyways, but if you haven't yet thumbs up the video, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Guys, I just washed my hair. But anyways, guys, I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video. But for now, keep it sassy, licious.